And off we go on to sub-base. A bit of a crazy map. And we've seen some insane results. Some of the best competitive matches are played on this map, in my opinion. Although, because it can be so volatile, some of the pro players don't like it.
XM. Horus wants to shotgun this one out.
Sneaking by.
Goes from the side. Got one, but has to find one more. Instant kill.
Talk about the aggressiveness of BaiSha, but it's TeamMyth. Comes out swinging here. I mean, I think as Horus, you're going to be happy regardless. You did your job. Able to apply a little pressure. The bomb has been planted, putting substantial pressure on Baby. Chow.
There's one more nade from BaiSha.
Took a lot of damage. He does go down, but Chow here with 12 seconds left. He has to get in, and that's going to do it. Alucard shoots him in the face. And that's going to be a very interesting strategy. A nice split there from TeamMyth to get the first round.
Unlike their style, extremely aggressive push towards A to begin with. Also, bringing that XM was a pretty unique approach to go into that control room, because once you're in the control room, it has to be a short-range fight.
And BaiSha Gaming just taking it slow, and unlike the first map where TeamMyth ran in, running and gunning, carrying the shotgun, now they are taking it a fair bit slower. And this is more reminiscent of how we saw them play yesterday as well. Not quite the guns blazing type of playstyle. BaiSha Gaming just hanging in there. Not really feeling threatened as of yet, and it was TeamMyth who we saw them run out the time the most. Just wait until like 30 seconds were left on the clock, keep your opponent stewing, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah, that's also why we saw the position of DBQ all the way back, just hiding, not really going for the poke into the stairs, as they do understand the type of style, passive style that TeamMyth has. Want to avoid getting hit by any type of grenades. So a few nades out from TeamMyth, setting up for a down attack. Finds no one, but DBQ hiding back.
DBQ is pretty insane in terms of his aim, and you can see he's just tapping on heads, but the aggression is so strong from TeamMyth as they do open it up. Having a little bit of trouble getting this bomb down, but Penguin is going to go for that now. Takes a little bit of damage on the backside of that one, but 3v2. BaiSha Gaming looking to push down relatively swiftly here as 3. Penguin gets a good shot. Baby against Alucard one-on-one, and the shot is going to go the way of Baby. They are ecstatic about that.
Poked in a slightly faster, as a few of the members from TeamMyth, they were actually waiting for them to come in. But BaiSha, TeamMyth have to read slightly better how quick BaiSha can be on the retakes, the rotations. It will take a few more rounds to actually face against them and get a good feeling.
Well, on target, also aggressive. Looks out reasonably well on the other end of the map. Not nearly as much as I say that. Penguin finds a kill, and again it's a 1v1. Chow trying to take on JWoww here.
JWoww
maintained.
At least running around with the C4. So he can also poke back in from the yard side.
Yeah, and if you're Xiao here, you gotta, with this sniper, you essentially have to wait. And that will give a little bit of an advantage for the TeamMyth player JWoww to just kind of move with the bomb, try to select the correct site, not go into the scope of the sniper. And as Xiao, you kind of have to feel the time and say, okay, well, he's probably, if he's not here by now, he's probably pushing into the B site. You can see that he is moving over towards B as JWoww is looking to come through hallway area, actually, just a bit at a time.
Penguin poked in here, found few good kills through the shutter. Yeah, the last bit of information he had was the smoke towards the A room. That's why he's sweeping the floors of A bottom for now. Making sure he gets a good sniper shot because only 20 HP left with a single bullet from AK.
Tall ask, but nothing Xiao hasn't done before. JWoww off here. There is the one shot, the one bullet. You call the G-Clef and bullet will strike true. 2-1 now for TeamMyth.
Yeah, it's definitely a really nice start here from TeamMyth. And proving that, you know, BaiSha can actually lose some rounds here on this map. I say that, and Xiao is, you know, trying to set me up. He's trying to get those kills. And he did exactly that. He has been fantastic with this AWM so far.
JWoww to poke at that window after view members. That was slightly too late, I believe. And also, Xiao was off to the side angle, not from the shutter.
Card not able to actually find that shot, and now the offense stifled, at least for now. Still an opportunity to respond here for BaiSha Gaming, but they don't over-rotate. They just hold on tight, knowing that TeamMyth not really the team to then push in despite the shot not really working out. Still though, full health bars, a lot of utility left, and BaiSha Gaming is in Gucci.
Still trying to poke into the AC, but at 9, Nemo in waiting. Penguin trying to open up. Yeah, gets one. N9 was actually trying to move from the AC into the shutter side.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because N9 definitely touted as one of the better members of this team, if not the best, and currently sitting at 0-4. Maybe not the best start for him. Maybe a little bit of the pro gamer wake up, but I'm sure he'll be coming online here in just a moment. As we do have the pushes going in through the lockers as we speak. Xiao is waiting for that, and Baby is going to the flank, finds Alucard. He is going to hit Horus as well. A huge flank play to get in the lead.
I think what TeamMyth was planning on was maybe a fake push towards the extended beam off the push. But even this is not going to work. DBQ put both headshots right into their head.
Nicely done by DBQ. Able to, I want to say salvage a round, but it feels like the round was won before that. That two-man push on B side. Attempted fake out, not really working out. Baby with a beautiful flank, taking that one down, and then DBQ didn't even have to do that much heavy lifting, but he did it anyway, and his team will be grateful for that. As now even up 2-2. Not seeing a lot of that really trademarked aggression, but I got a feeling that if we go relatively even here with BaiSha on GR, that might completely swap once we go to the second half of this map.
Yeah, what we've learned about TeamMyth, especially from yesterday's match, was that they like to move together and slowly move together towards one site. So in knowing that BaiSha Gaming, they would love to flank. They're not going to let TeamMyth rotate around the map. They want the information.
Baby's going to hit his shots too.
Knows that there has to be a flank from the hallway.
Yeah. Booker got one. He paid in a lot of his health for that kill. Over on the A road through there to the computers. You can see that the push is actually coming in through the lockers. Not sure if BaiSha is totally aware of that, but I should have a decent idea.
I think Xiao actually missed this, but going to spot him regardless. He had perfect position for that. Yeah, because he also has Baby right next to him, you get to be looking at the second floor.
And now health bars go down as Jiro gets taken out, and all of a sudden N9 want to kind of come back after a stellar performance yesterday. Thus far not doing too hot and getting nearly double to get yourself the first lead. A nice start of turning that a little bit. Again, seeing this small drawn out setup coming through from TeamMyth.
Yeah, now there's N9 finally getting kills on his registering kills on the first half. Has to be careful even if he's not hitting well. Always going to be flanking around the map. type of player who does not like to stay in one spot. But Alucard takes him down because he's back and forth all the time. Has to be careful of that sniper spot. Xiao not really challenging into the sniper long in A here. Because he has to watch out for anyone entering from the lockers. Switching position, Baby's actually looking into lockers. And Xiao comes around slowly, takes Alucard down. Not even going to look towards there.
DBQ's still here holding down the stairs. Doesn't really look like TeamMyth are too confident to push down there. And they've got a couple of guys very split up. They need to get the bomb, as there is a minute left, and that's generally when TeamMyth starts moving.
It's usually on this map for a GR start, especially you put your best rifler down at a bottom alone. And that's how you defend A sites, even against many members. You would at least trade few more kills. But this headshot in the middle is going to help TeamMyth to push in.
Even more aggressively, and Horus finishing off that kill. Set up for him by JWoww as DBQ sneakily picks him off. Looking inside, but again, it's Booker that keeps his teammate backed up, and now Baby on his own against 3. He has been having a stellar game so far. He wants to avoid TeamMyth from even it up. That's one. Not taking as much damage. Yeah, that's 2! And it's Booker now, but very low health boss here.
Oh,
in the end, not quite enough. Nice attempt coming through, but Booker will salvage the round for TeamMyth.
Yeah, nicely played there by Booker. Just, you know, buying as much time, goes for the kill in the end. Had the lineup exactly. A little bit too much to ask from Baby to take out all 3 of them. And speaking of threes, 3-3 in the set number 1 here on Subbase. A totally different look from what we saw the last time of BaiSha Gaming on this map.
Xiao gets tagged right there. Got some hits. Still alive, and he's a sniper, so no worry. As BaiSha is changing the sniper's position into the hallway. They felt that TeamMyth, they're going into lockers, but damage was mostly done by the flanking player coming into the hallway. I think that's the reason why they have swapped position of Baby looking towards the side as a bait box position into locker room, and TeamMyth is about to find it out. Spotted there. And one shot from shotgun.
Gonna get it done. Worked out very well the first time, and Nindo picking one up, but it's Horus that is just running all over them. One taps left, right, and center as TeamMyth sets up shop again at B, able to plant that 2-1. Baby already down. It's just up to DBQ and Shimo now. But thus far, TeamMyth very, very dominant play. DBQ picks up 1. The 1v3 again. Last time he got close, but wasn't quite enough this time. Not even going to be close. TeamMyth 4-3, slowly drawing ahead here.
At that position, it is insanely hard. JWoww can actually, if you're up there, you can see the opponent's feet, but the opponent cannot see you at all. So I think that's exactly the angle JWoww was going for. TeamMyth, breaking through the walls of BaiSha Gaming in the first half, already grabbing 4 rounds. And it is sub-base, but I think they're choosing the right decision to go into B, because DBQ right now for A has been super stellar.
Xiao is really shoring this up by himself. The push, though, is still good. 3 against 2. Shimo is able to shore it up a little bit. 2 on 2 now. The flank comes in from N9. Gets a ton of damage down and does take out Alucard. As you can see now, with the bomb, Penguin, a lot of pressure on him. Spots N9. And he's just going to get hit in the head for a huge range.
Who's about to escape into AC.
Yeah. Penguin's having a great time, by the way. He's always got a smile on his face.
Yeah, all around the board, the KDs okay throughout all the members of TeamMyth. Also BaiSha Gaming. neck and neck right now, as Alucard did lose a lot of his shots against Xiao. We're backing up.
Not terrified by anyone. This is a trademark aggression that we're coming to expect from BaiSha Gaming. Working out very well for them. Alucard able to trade that one. That's Baby now gone. And a little bit too greedy there from BaiSha.
Yeah, they were looking for more blood, more shots, more damage from those wall, knowing that TeamMyth is likely to retreat towards the base. But they don't know that Alucard was peeking through that sniper hole.
Look at how aggressive DBQ is getting here on the flank. We do have Penguin at the C4. He's going to go down, and
oh no,
he didn't follow his teammates into the push, waiting a little bit too long, expecting a flank, but not having the right timing. You can see even Horus is going to take a ton of damage here, trying to get on in there. Alucard picks up a kill, but again, the C4 is down in the machine room, so we're going to have TeamMyth come back and pick that up.
Ashimo taking the long path around all the way towards the BL base. Maybe controlling the center square might actually be a better... Yeah, that's exactly where the C4 is. In the machine room to the side. So I think that's where Ashimo expected the rotation to come from TeamMyth, because they don't have too much time.
So hard because it's TeamMyth. Only 30 seconds left on the clock, and just can't really get anything done without picking up that C4.
Ooh, missed that rotation.
Ooh.
Okay, DBQ takes a lot of damage, gets the kill, but now it's one-on-one, and he's just got to go in there. Does Horus. The jump up is enough, and DBQ is going to scream his way to the victory. 5-4 is the scoreline, though, and it has been back and forth the entire way.
Well, I like to be safe, especially with the timer. 15 seconds left. Even if they get the C4, might not have been exactly the same good time. So I was expecting DBQ to go back, but indeed he is DBQ. He's not going to go back, just going for that spray. The jump worked out perfectly there.
I feel that this was a valiant effort from TeamMyth. I wonder whether it is enough, considering how strong BaiSha Gaming have looked on Blacklist. Will now be the ones going on the offense, and I haven't finished my sentence, or Foreman is rushing into machine room.
No time to waste, says BaiSha Gaming. We are Blacklist now, and we can control the pace of this game a little bit more. Somehow that shot not going to pick up the kill. And yeah, I mean, they push into machine room. No further aggression just yet, as they have not gone into lockers. A little bit of smoke, it looks like, covering their path.
Yeah, quick check, because oftentimes from the Chinese region, this is where the initial push, initial fight is on, the lockers into the machine room. And they do love to check, and they do love to boost even up to the lights. That's why we saw Baby checking for angles.
The rest of the team is there to help him, though. Health boss are low. And 9 pushing forward. And this is that aggression that we've come to expect from this team. Wow, so low. One tap will do it. One tap will be found. As Shimo doesn't stop. And now only Booker trying to salvage this round.
Oh, not quite able to do it, though. As maybe the most consistently excited group of players, I think, is BaiSha Gaming. After every single round that they win, it's a lot of shouting of Jayo, and just basically, if they spot anyone as well, they go for it. As there was a big push in through mid, it looks like Penguin just kind of going nuts. And he's been having an interesting day, an interesting, fun time himself.
Also, N9. Just going back and forth around the map. This guy does not really have a set position, even in the GR side.
Omnipresent.
He's everywhere at the same time. There we go again. I'm finding the kill, but went out a little too far.
Nice counter punch, though. Not doing the very best, but DBQ and N9 Haven't finished my sentence, or what looks like a sellable situation goes under in a shouting match. Justifiably so, 7-4 now. And BaiSha Gaming really running away with this match as Alucard also goes down.
Yeah, every single kill they make, we can hear them from how many meters away? At least 40 meters away.
Yeah, it's a fair amount.
Is that only 40?
Might be more.
Probably more.
Yeah, but you can hear them clearly here in this event hall. And yeah, I mean, Xiao is just, he's kind of insane, as we have quickly figured out by watching a lot of their play. Here comes the push in through onto the lockers.
Ooh. And when they have boosted a member up to the air duct.
Pretty good for them on the aggression. DBQ in through the hallway.
Late to drop in the hallway, gets one. Into Shutter, but still has to go through a couple more members, waiting by the missile and the backside room into the cage.
BaiSha Gaming is looking like a completely different team when they are playing on Blacklist. So decisive, so secure, and so much faith in their teammates to bang them up as Penguin gets taken down. N9, maybe he had a slow start, but recuperating from that 8-4. The main thing for me is that what I was afraid of kind of seems to have come true, that now that this swap has come through and it's BaiSha Gaming who is the ones calling all the shots, TeamMyth, they just can't match at all. Nice nade there though, kind of reading them this time around and doing a lot of damage. The damage alone is not going to be enough to hold off the trademark aggression that BaiSha has shown us. And TeamMyth, this is basically a must-win. If you need to win 5 in a row, it becomes almost unmeasurably difficult. DBQ sneaking his way towards the AC.
As BaiSha tried a couple of big attack from the lockers into the hallway. And this time I'm thinking about controlling the A side. 1-1 trade right here in the middle through the smokes. But not really going to push. Still have the C4 down at the square.
DBQ really biding his time here. Xiao, another snipe from way downtown. Saw that trying to get aggressive. And CBQ finally does head his way out of the vent. And now the swarm comes in. BaiSha Gaming making their way over to the A site.
Yeah, the side in the back was quick enough. JWoww just jumping on top. Has the control at AC. The only 2 left.
Couple of shots fired. Warning for TeamMyth. Gonna come over here, but forced shortly. But taking this side is such a tough affair.
Yes.
Let alone if you are down a member, have to force the choke, and Xiao picks up one, takes down the other, and he is just insane today.
Yeah, I mean, nobody can touch him, right? Alucard hasn't been able to step up. I mean, he did in some of the earlier rounds. But other than that, it's just been the Xiao show. And here we go again. I mean, it's
Sniper Duel is... He's on another level. Alucard cannot really compete against him.
At what point does it stop being a duel? Like, how many times in a row are we going to see Xiao win and you can't even fault Alucard? It's just... BaiSha Gaming, incredible. The old flank comes through, but look at Shimo able to back his teammates up appropriately, and now the way is open. The shouts are coming through. Horus will get taken down, and that is just dominance again from BaiSha Gaming. Their Blacklist are just insane.
Not a single round won there on Global Risk by TeamMyth, and that's because BaiSha Gaming were just insane. Really liked the timing of trying to go a road there on the defense and cut them off as they're moving. All right, here we go. Jumping onto this map, it looks like TeamMyth have been able to secure Blacklist once again for the second map in a row, to start at least. So probably a good thing, you know, based off of what we were saying and how BaiSha Gaming have not lost a map today on Blacklist.
Really
Wow.
easy. Yeah, just,
What an opening kill.
just win all. Win every single Blacklist round, then you're good. That's the goal.
Oh,
Easy.
seems easy enough, yeah.
To say that they've taken full control of A. Taken out as well. And 9 are well and truly line fighting double. Oh my lord! 3 kills in a row. Baby with the backup. And BaiSha Gaming clearly have taken the momentum that they generated on that Blacklist half. Taking it here to compound as well.
It almost seemed like a first round win for TeamMyth in a while. Getting Xiao down, defending from the A side. And TeamMyth had the right entry towards A, but the retake from BaiSha was just way too quick. The shots were right on point, the headshots. Because it was so quick, they couldn't even, TeamMyth couldn't really even deliver where the shots were coming from.
And 9. He's hiding.
An off angle.
He's waiting. The card though. Takes a long way around.
Yeah, speaking of waiting, there's 3 people
Oh,
here for
baby,
BaiSha
they're
Gaming.
bait. Oh, that nade. Unless that was a bait jump. Because they have Shimo and DBQ right next to the door.
Really rough spot, but Penguin is going to get a kill as they retreat back to the central plaza. So they're going to even up the score in terms of members. Obviously, the health not exactly the same. TeamMyth looking to reset and potentially go for a push for mid.
Closing. Yeah, spawn off here with the smoke. And there comes the full push. But Xiao, he's at the ready. Not afraid. Picks off 1 and 9 is there. And my Lord, Gaming. Unbelievable.
DBQ comes for help. Says, oh, I thought you guys needed help here.
Guys, there were multiple people. Are you okay? They were, in fact, very okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow, and Xiao just keeping calm. Even if he missed the shot, just ducks down, keeps calm. Okay, N9, you've got me covered from the side. All good. And just make sure you get the hard angle for the sniper. That teamwork of defense from BaiSha. Yeah, TeamMyth, I think they should be feeling scared to go into A side anymore.
Yeah. I think you feel scared either way, and this is the problem, is that we already established, very nice shot there from Penguin again, been hitting these headshots left and right, that you need to effectively get a lead here. Like, even is not good enough. If you look at the results of the last map, you need to get as big a lead as you can possibly get here if you want to have a shot at taking down BaiSha. And 9 again in a cheeky position. They're right around the corner.
No. I don't know how he keeps finding these weird angles. This time around, maybe a little bit too much, as that's not necessarily a spot where the Blacklist would rush through. So, not able to pull that into a multi-kill. And he is only 1 for 1, as now a push through mid from both sides. Baby's going to get one, but JWoww cleans up the rest of the BaiSha Gaming members, and that will be the first round win here for TeamMyth.
And with that, JWoww really picking everything up. Coming into compound, he has been the player. He's taking down, getting some entry kills, opening up a lot of angle for the team. He will be found instantly with an early push by BaiSha. They were being tagged down by staying into a single position in the site. Rather, they come out, get the kill, and then immediately retreat back. This will kill a lot of time for TeamMyth to search and destroy.
Pace again. Relatively slow. BaiSha not looking to go in aggressively and try to mess them up maybe with an aggressive push through double pillars. Instead, taking their sweet time. Not really a need to do anything. Working with an advantage in many ways. Hard for TeamMyth to really break that stalemate without taking some risks. Be looking towards doing that. But I'm loving these continuous weird angles that BaiSha Gaming seems to find. Very aggressive positioning. And then the ensuing skirmish generally gets won by them. Alucard looking, not finding tasty target, though.
Maybe interesting timing. He's going to pull out by himself. It has DBQ on the other angle to help him out. And now, all of a sudden, Booker finds himself alone against 5.
And there's Shimo plus M9 in defensive mode at A side, and that is it. Is that a perfect, flawless?
Yep.
All 500 HP.
Yep.
From BaiSha, yes.
HP. I like that.
Wow.
Not a scratch.
Does that mean they get an extra life for the next round? Yeah. Let's add that in for Crossfire, too.
Again, this crossfire being set up there. No way for you to really push through. As TeamMyth, and we seem to identify that as well. Making their way over to the central plaza.
It's time for the A-long push.
Yeah, it's time for the N9 show again. He's alone, or the off angle, right here.
He's hiding. He's waiting.
Flash. Far enough.
Not much of a show. Because Horus, he's going to put on a show. He grabs a couple of kills himself as they are baiting in towards B, and it looks like the push will come in towards A, as that is where the bomb is. Shao this time not going to get the quick scope. And now it's 5v2 in favor of TeamMyth. As you see, Shimo is looking for the same thing here. Finds Penguin, nice little drop down. As now Baby. He's going to get in. He's got Shimo to back him up. And that's going to be just kill after kill after kill into the pockets of BaiSha Gaming.
Health low, flash hits. And now Booker, he has a health advantage, but is it a man disadvantage? There's one. Not quite well timed. Now it's just Shimo versus Booker, and it's Booker that gets them a crucial win here. Prevents BaiSha Gaming from getting too far ahead. But the fact that that was that close in the first place is quite the achievement from BaiSha.
Oh yeah, it didn't really feel like a loss. They were able to really open up A side. Just lost to the final member A-long. Really all started from the big push from the center. Maybe they might be trying that a few more times, but the first member they found was N9, so having N9 there doesn't mean anything because he's always going around the map.
He's just roaming. That's what he does.
Xiao's actually in the first pillar all the way out. Now stuck. Oh, I thought he was stuck for a second.
Is he stuck with them, or are they stuck with him as he picks up 2? Creates so much space, and now C4 has dropped there in Central Plaza. BaiSha not going to put too much pressure on it. No, they have a man advantage, although N9 very low. Same can be said for Horus, though. And now the card has to do similar things to what Xiao was able to do around that pillar. Look at the wraparound here from DBQ. Horus is aware. Alucard taken down. Now it's Xiao, or rather DBQ, that finds the flank. Works out well.
Flank came from the BL base. DBQ is quick. He's on the run all the time.
That's why, like, even though BaiSha are playing Global Risk, they're on compound, so sometimes they just have these weird angles. It's perfect for players like DBQ, like at 9. They have so many different angles that Xiao can come from, and also you can get aggressive from anywhere if you like. You can also set up some really nice traps, as we have been seeing from them in crossfires.
Yeah, the more time you give against BaiSha Gaming, you're giving them a lot more chances. TeamMyth picking up some pace, moving out early enough into the entrance, blocking out with a smoke, putting some more pressure.
Bro, issues. This is a bit of a case of you haven't even seen my final format from BaiSha Gaming. This is them on Global Risk. Trade skills back and forth in the end. TeamMyth the one coming out ahead. Alucard is low, but still alive and kicking. That's one.
It's crazy the pace. I mean, he just is running in there. There's no sense of apprehension or time. You know, the timing is just awesome. That they just run in and DBQ is able to pick off a couple of guys unaware. This time, though, Penguin is going to fight back. with the headshot. Now is in position, but Penguin is going to shut him down again. Gives us the nice little Superman pose, and he deserves it.
Yeah, what a shot, and surprise, well, no surprise that DBQ goes in when Xiao is making a huge rotation in. Still needed about 5 more seconds to get into the A site, but DBQ says, I'm not going to wait for you. This is going to be the timing, and I'm just going to win with my shots. He delivers too.
Doesn't quite work out, unfortunately for him.
Well, who do you have left? Xiao? Oh, you're a sniper. You're not going to help me. You're only going to steal my kills.
I don't need you. I can do this myself.
I think that's exactly what he thought. Also, that was a pretty good timing to poke after the bomb was planted. The time was ticking down. And look at this interesting position, leaving A long open and pressuring out to the center. Baby already out. DBQ looking from the side, went back into B.
All right, well, everybody's preparing for this on both sides, Baby and N9. Alongside of Zemo, there's the flash, they pop out, even getting Alucard up in the nest as Penguin. He's been so clutch for the team, but not able to do enough there at the end.
Look at the bodies fallen and right in the middle. The X's you see on the minimap.
That's that, 5-3 in favor of BaiSha. They are the ones getting aggressive even on GR.
And I gotta get back to it. This is again like when you're having this much trouble with the first half of the boss phase, you know, you haven't hit the actual epic, you know it's coming, and you're already struggling this much. It's not a good sign for TeamMyth. They truly have to not just win this next round, but then also somehow deal with a BaiSha Gaming on Blacklist. Now, just getting stifled here on the pillars, rotating slowly towards Central Passage, but that is also getting locked down by N9, who I think we can say he had a relatively slow start. He started out 0-2 and then he started picking up kills and hasn't really stopped since.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He's just a little bit sleepy maybe, and now he's awake.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's looking like a little push over there. We got 3 members. Still got Alucard over in the pillars and Morris in mid.
A sniper duel here. And the rest are moving up towards A long without a sniper.
Alucard's not really going to chase, of course. Just waiting. TeamMyth biding their time here once again. It's the last round before the half. Definitely an important one.
Want to try and avoid BaiSha Gaming really pulling ahead. And TeamMyth, this is what they excel at. Put the pressure on your opponent, and then when they don't see it coming, go in. Alucard, this time the winner of that sniper battle, ends in a pistol headshot. Doesn't even need the sniper, still holding it down, and looks like they are making their move through double pillars towards the server room. Getting ready. BQ still standing guard.
Let's see the timing of Booker. Instantly goes down to Shimo, so this B push is basically 30% weaker now. And
no.
Baby, headshots all over the place.
Well, you're just, it's like you're being circled by sharks in the middle of the ocean. And you know there's no escape. Except you can't see the shark until he bites you in the butt.
And there's a second bigger shark that's coming now. Switching Blacklist to BaiSha. And honestly, after TeamMyth's spirited performance yesterday against Imperial, I think the expectations were quite high. And I think we've seen some great individual moments, but it feels like BaiSha has this inevitability now. They are just, whenever you give them a semblance of control, whenever you give them a little bit of space to set up some flanks, find some deep wraparounds, there's nothing to do.
And it is now the second half, so let's see how quickly BaiSha managed to roll this one out. As TeamMyth, they really struggled in the first half. Maybe going fire against fire might actually be the better choice.
Just rush them.
But funnily enough, BaiSha is taking their time, at least with the first round. Maybe a little bit of, you know, reverse psychology. It's like, well, you'd expect them to play very passively, but what if we play passively and we're expecting the opposite of what they would do?
But what if they knew that you were expecting that, and they're expecting you to know
Okay.
that they expected?
Yeah, now that's what happened.
Yeah, that's the real mental fight that we always talk about.
How many layers? Answer is unfortunately infinity. Now slowly, Xiao, applying pressure, and does win. Wow. That 1v1 beautiful shot takes down Alucard. Opens up a possible way, but still Central Plaza rather, where BaiSha are looking to make their move.
Yeah, we heard the bullet from Alucard. He did fire, but he missed. And he knew that there's maximum 2 down at server because of that sniper action.
This is one of my favorite pushes on this map, just center to B. Because once you do get this bomb down, it's actually quite difficult, especially if you have control of pillars, because then there's only one angle that they can come in from.
Yep.
And you can smoke it, you can get in the servers, you can have multiple different angles that you are covering this one doorway by, and it's so difficult to push in.
He's getting killed, and that's exactly what happens. Even Xiao from the side snipes and gets one more kill. And these pushes detailed and fast enough that TeamMyth can't really react. So the plan right now is to defend B perfectly, going deep into the double pillars. But BaiSha, patiently enough, not actually insta-rushing into either site.
Have
This
a
is-
yeah. They have a completely into A long, but obviously not aware of it, as full control now found by TeamMyth of this double pillar area. Apologies, C-Clef. Didn't want to.
This is
cut
certainly
you
a
off
map
there.
where you do take a lot of grenade damage. And they're used to, from their own regionals, that all the teams just jump out to the central plaza. Manages to escape and get a kill!
Yeah, it's perfectly angled off there. Just he knows that they're gonna rush in and spray, so he backs off, holds the other angle. No, there's Alucard in the back.
Could not even throw the flash.
Yeah, they're just getting hounded shot. Wow, he's gonna do a good job picking up the 1 kill, but nobody else is there to help him. N9 picks up a double, and now Morris has to push into just machine guns at this point, as that is going to be that for that round. 8-3, as BaiSha Gaming really looking to make another statement here.
And really the moment they take control of that central plaza, it feels like BaiSha just can do whatever they want. They can go for whichever push they go for, it'll work. And I think it also boils down to how much of these battles they've been winning, right? Like the one time that Alucard does win, like, oh, actually able to get the win. Actually able to somehow outsnipe Xiao, who has just been so consistent. Hasn't died yet either thus far. And just pretty insane performance up until this point from BaiSha here. Not surprisingly on Blacklist.
Another slow setup, this time making through, and they're going through the smoke to have the perfect flash in, not using anything yet. Want to surprise the opponent. So big rotation into A long. With Xiao just looking at tiny angle to maybe even peek into A to get a sniper kill.
They're just not winning the firefights, our TeamMyth. The 3 of them push in, and it's just really good teamwork as well from BaiSha, right? Because 3 people pushing down at the same time, they're all able to fire on in to the one guy who's defending to get that advantage.
This is what we see all the time. TeamMyth, they peek out to see if they're over there, but BaiSha is already in your face. And they insta-drop at that moment.
Good spot from Horace, but it is short-lived. As again, 4v2, making their push onto the A site. It looks like Alucard is in position with the sniper, but again, playing sniper in this position is not great, especially against BaiSha.
Yeah, one of the worst sniper spots, actually.
It's just not that much for them
It
to
is
do.
doable, but the chances are really low.
Yeah, and that also ties into the control that BaiSha Gaming was able to gather earlier on, right? Like you win the firefight, run that A long, and you get so much extended control, can just take control, Central Plaza, take the entrance, and it is just dominance now from BaiSha Gaming, even more so than the first map.
9. Just need one more to finish the match. As BaiSha just sweeping compound and TeamMyth. By this point, I'm lost in words. Have to really secure the spot. Maybe even risk it a little bit and have a 4-1 split instead, and make sure they have better firepower, because right now the numbers are actually matching. Okay, but BaiSha is just breaking through everywhere. And when that's happening, you just have to block one site at a time.
Do see them anticipating another one of these deep double pillar pushes. This time though, TeamMyth, they're hanging back. They know they can't really afford to take any risks. I wonder though whether it's actually going to be enough to hold on, right, and play defensively. Because high risk, high reward might not feel great when you are down 6 rounds as a team as strong as BaiSha Gaming, but at the same time, if you take a risk and it doesn't work out, game's over. And I don't think you're winning straight up.
Oh, man.
Luca looks the other way at the perfect moment.
The perfectly wrong timing, unfortunately, for him.
And when you look at the side at that spot, your sniper gun actually points out. So, and the BL side can see you, unless you're all the way into the wall.
Speaking of snipers, Xiao is in position. In this corner, you can see he's having a little bit of fun trying to poke out into multiple members. His team is pushing mid. And I don't think that they had any idea this was coming, as everybody was trying to guard on the B site, as Xiao was even going to get a kill against him with the rotation that is coming over to the A site.
Booker JWoww left to save the team from a match point. BaiSha in position. Not picking out yet. JWoww right next to him. Maybe he wins that duel. Only Booker left. Can he save the team? No. Baby is going to finish it. And that's it. Quick 2-0 win for BaiSha Gaming.
Wow. What do you say after another dominating performance like that? BaiSha Gaming looking like by a large margin to be the best team in this group, having dispatched of everyone up until this point, and especially with the loss that we saw from Imperial to